Welcome back. Here we go with Lego Batman Story Mode 1, 2. Actually, I'm going to go to the Batcave and see how much that red brick cost. Oh. Alright, so we found a red brick. So now we gotta go figure out where to buy them things at. I don't worry about the studs and the hubs so much unless I see like a blue stud and I pick them up because they're 1,000 a piece, I think. Oh, this is where you look at the mini kits when you get them done. Oh yeah, it's the other way. I'll have to wait till we get the magnet suit unlocked and get up there to get those blue studs. Yeah. Silver's worth 10. Gold is worth 100. Blue's worth 1,000. When I get the glide suit, I can get those. Okay. Extras is where you find the red bricks. I don't know what extra toggle is. Okay, so apparently the red bricks are under suit upgrades. Ooh. So now we got fast grapple. I'm not gonna worry about buying characters yet. Sorry if the audio gets all messed up and choppy. Sometimes it does when I mute my mic, but coming down with a cold or something. And we are on the Riddler's Revenge, so let's jump in the Batmobile. And go to story. Now, if I might get a little nerdy on you guys. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't wasn't really into DC Comics as a kid. Um, my first exposure to like Batman was the '60s TV show with Adam West and Burt Ward. Uh, and then after that, there really wasn't anything Batman that I recall. I mean, I didn't see anything, but we didn't have a lot of money for entertainment when I was a kid. So, and I'm not saying that to be down on nobody. My parents did the best they could. Uh, trying to smack me, Robin. But after that, it was anyway after the '60s Batman TV show and movies. There was at least one movie. I think there might have been two. But after that, it was 88, 89, I think, uh, when Tim Burton's first Batman came out, the one with Michael Keaton. And Jack Nicholson is the Joker. Uh, yeah. Anyway, I knew who Batman was. I knew who Superman was. Uh, I just didn't have a lot of exposure to DC Comics. I was more into Marvel. Uh, uh, but I don't even know where I was going with all that. But yeah, I just uh, most of my comic books. Actually, I didn't really get any DC comics until I was an adult. I bought a bunch of comics at an auction or yard sale or something, and it had a bunch of DC stuff in it. Uh, some of them I traded off to friends because I didn't really care about them. I did keep all the Green Arrow ones I had. I think I kept the Teen Titans. Uh, but yeah, I was just never that big into DC. But I will say this. DC has been ruling the small screen for the last few years. Marvel had been ruling the box office, but uh, DC had shows like Arrow and uh, Heroes of Tomorrow or whatever it was, The Flash, Supergirl, and those were all really good shows. Arrow, by far my favorite. My son likes Flash, but I just couldn't. I couldn't get into it. He was. I get why they gave him a spinoff, but he was just kind of the supporting character in the Arrowverse to me. And I know that's going to make a lot of people mad, but I really don't care. Apparently I didn't do that right. But yeah, like I was saying, like I said in the last stream, I was playing this like a month ago, but I forgot it all already. There may or may not be reasons for that, but oh, because the same character's got to do it. That's why. Dumbass. I never did like this level. But I don't know. DC, I could just really never get behind their heroes and villains. I mean, I had a few that I liked. You know, very few, but by and large, I'd say Batman was probably my favorite DC character. At least as far as like comic books and movies and stuff go. I mean, I knew who Green Arrow was, and I really liked the Arrow series on the CW. I was really sad to see it stop, but you know, all things got to come to an end at some point, right? But yeah, I just dang it, I messed that up. I mean, let's be honest. What's fun about Superman? He's a goody two-shoes that can't be killed, can't be hurt, unless you have an extremely rare chemical. And I always thought that was stupid. You know, Marvel side, my favorite comic book character was Wolverine. You know, I was big into the X-Men. The Onslaught line that they did was the best line that Marvel had ever done since the Secret, or had done since like the Secret Wars. You know, and that's just, you know, that's my opinion, but it was just so good. I want to see a movie adaptation of the Onslaught line. And it would play perfect into this. I'll stop because this is a DC game. I should be talking DC, even though I don't know as much about DC. But yeah, I could just never get behind Superman. I like Batman because in the comics, the original comics, Batman was psychotic. He wasn't like a few bricks shy of a load, and there were lines he wouldn't cross, but he was kind of a really dark hero. He was more of an anti-hero. But, dang it. But then, you know, Adam West made him kind of goofy. but it was still, you know, it was comedy and it was funny and it was well done, and I could get behind that. Um, the villains were another problem for me. I just, what are you doing? Oh God, no wonder they called you the boy blunder. Uh, my favorite was probably always the Joker. Well, no, probably to it. My favorite is the Joker. Because I mean, really, honestly, what's believable about a guy that took some kind of irradiated face cream or some shit, and it turned him into a monster that could shift his appearance? You know that what's or I mean, I don't know. Like Lex Luthor, never got into it. Uh, he uh, he didn't resonate with me either. I mean, it was there's one aspect of the Lex Luthor character that I liked is that he had zero powers, but yet he figured out a way to beat Superman all the time. It's like he's supposed to be you know, a guy with those kind of powers should be unbeatable. But yet here was this mortal man beating him. I mean, it was always a short-lived victory, I get, but um, I mean, I'm always gonna have a soft spot in my heart for Jack Nicholson's adaptation of the Joker. Because, like I said, the Joker's my favorite villain in DC by far. Uh, Probably my second favorite villain would be Deadshot, or not Deadshot, Deathstroke. Especially the way they did him in Arrow, it was so good. That dude that played Slade Wilson slash Deathstroke, he did a marvelous job. I mean, even though he's the villain and you're supposed to hate him, I love that character though. The character work was phenomenal. Um, Heath Ledger's Joker, I'll say it, I might have a soft spot for Jack Nicholson's version, but Heath Ledger is probably the closest person to nail the Joker, the original comic book version of the Joker. I mean, it's so sad that Heath Ledger, that it cost him his life, but because I liked Heath Ledger. I thought he was a hell of an actor. Loved him in The Patriot. Oh, that Night movie. Can't remember the name of it. And he's been in a lot of others too, but those are the ones that I really enjoyed watching. And like I said, Batman in the original comics, he was kind of psychotic. Uh, but and that's where I thought Michael Keaton did a better job with Batman than Christian Bale did. Christian Bale played a damn good Batman, but Damn it. Uh, I think Henry Cavill probably has done the best job as being Superman. Uh, Brandon, what's his name? Brandon Routh. He's from freaking Iowa. I don't even know his last name. uh, he did a pretty decent job as Superman. Uh, yeah. Uh, Christopher Reeve. Everybody thinks Christopher Reeve did a good job, and he did a really good job of being like the goody two shoes. You know, the clean cut, you know, 80s version. But I don't know. Like I said, I never really got into the Superman comics, so I don't know a whole lot about it. Just what movies and TV I've been exposed to. Uh, I think Jason Momoa has done the best Aquaman so far, which I don't think there's actually ever been a live action Aquaman before him. I know there was animated versions. Which, you know, truth be told, I think that's just one of those roles that was meant for who played him. And like I said, I'm pretty sure uh, I'm not a fan of the Clooney Kilmer Batman movies. I mean, I don't know what the deal was, why Tim Burton and Michael Keaton couldn't keep doing Batman, but they should have at least tried to show some continuity with the first two movies. And I know, by that logic, then they should have done a continuation from the original series and movies to the one with Tim Burton and Michael Keaton, but I just don't see that working. I think the best jumping off point would be the 89 Batman movie. But what bothered me was that they just like kind of Just kind of acted like that whole universe didn't exist. Which they really could have, you know, continued it, even with somebody else playing Batman. And that one dude is freaking Robin. I forget his name, Chris something or other. But Clooney was just too smarmy for me. He played a damn good Bruce Wayne. But he was just, I don't know. As Batman, nah. Probably not going to get superhero this time, but that's why they make free play. Look at that stud. Oh, excuse me. All right, up we go. But those movies that had Keaton and Kilmer in them, I don't remember who all is in them. Honestly, I don't even remember. Oh, I know Mr. Freeze was in one. I don't remember. There's 3 of them, and I know Mr. Freeze was one with Batman and Robin both in it. So I remember him jumping the bat cycle and the Batmobile off of ice thing. And that was another thing. The first the 89 Batman had the coolest Batmobile. Bar none, hands down. Your argument is invalid. It does not count. Until the Tumbler. The Tumbler is number 2. And what in the blue hell did they have Robert Pattinson playing Batman for? That guy... I don't buy him as Batman at all. I don't even buy him as Bruce Wayne. It's like, why? That was just a kick in the nuts to every Batman fan. I still need to watch the Flash, where he finds an alternate universe or whatever where Michael Keaton is still Batman. I haven't watched that yet. I want to, but I haven't taken the time. Jim Carrey did a phenomenal job as the Riddler, I thought. Tommy Lee Jones's Two-Face is too, I don't know, comedic. Aaron Eckhart's version was a lot better, I thought. Well, there's level 1-1, level 1-2. What else? I unlocked the glide suit, the magnet suit. I didn't get superhero, so. Alright, that's the end of level 1-2. I'm going to do 1-3 next. Whoop. Sorry, you probably didn't hear that. I'm going to do 1-3, and then I'm going to call it a night. So I'm going to stop this, let Twitch catch up, and I will see you all in a little bit.